And I'm going to welcome to stage Evie. Thanks, everyone.
My neuroception must be off. I keep getting called into action and then nothing. There must be something intercepting communication. Maybe she doesn't need me anymore. That would be amazing. She's been working so hard, but I don't think so. I've been here since pretty much the beginning. I'm Evie's trauma response, by the way. And anytime she needed to fight, take flight, or freeze, that was me. You know, and sometimes, even if the situation wasn't really that serious, or just kind of reminded her of a bad situation, I was ready to go right there. And with every situation, I got to hone my superpowers. That reminds me of the time I convinced Evie that she was ready to do Tough Mudder. She was, a little nervous that she'd hold back her team. Tough Mudder, by the way, it's an obstacle course that's meant to test your mental grit and strength. And like I said, she was nervous that she would hold her team back. But after this night, she knew she'd be fine. She was at Tim Hortons having coffee with her friend Clayton. He was also her coach, and he happened to also be a youth pastor on the side. They were chatting, and then Dave walked through the door. The air got thick. Her stomach sank. Her blood pressure started to rise. His presence was not safe. He was an acquaintance from the gym. He was always there. He's, that guy that always never wears a shirt. And he never even worked out. Like, what was the purpose? Anyway, he started chatting. He weaved his way into the conversation. And all of a sudden, he started talking hypotheticals. He talked about a hypothetical girl that experienced this hypothetical thing that happened to be exactly the same experience that Evie had had before. She got uncomfortable. I almost stepped in, but she was getting used to, cluing into her somatic responses. And she got up. She said, I'm going to go home. Clayton offered to give her a ride home. So she got in the car. But little did she know that Dave was going to get into the back seat. Apparently, Clayton was going to baptize him that night at the lake. And so they start driving. And he keeps berating her. And out of nowhere, he grabs her and pulls her into the seat. And starts screaming, "Come into present time! Come into present time!" This reminds Evie of her mom. The whole situation reminds her of when her mom used to do this tactic with her and her sisters called bull baiting. Her mom was a Scientologist, and bull baiting is when you have an antagonist and then there's a subject. And this subject is supposed to not react to whatever the antagonizer brings forward. This really reminded her of that. And so freeze wasn't working for us, and I decided it was time to take flight. My super hearing kicked in, and I also heard the locks click, which was kind of weird. I unbuckled, I unlocked, I took the handle, swerved, grabbed onto the frame, and jumped out. Landed on both feet. She was not worried about Tough Mudder after that. Clayton said he locked the doors just because he was a bit nervous that she would jump out, that we would jump out, that I would jump out. But, Unfortunately, I have dozens of stories like this. Some really sad, some even a little terrifying, like my origin story. I wiped her memory of that one. But you know, I'm not always just saving her. She is so successful, and that's because of me too. Did you know she competed in 4 powerlifting competitions in 90 days? She became a national level athlete and eventually had a 2.5 times body weight deadlift. And that's all because of me. Just before that first competition, one of her students tragically died. And so my hyper focus, my hyper strength, my super strength kicked in to get her through, you know? And she's like, takes on more than anyone ever should. She can't say no. She will beat anyone for anyone. Apparently that's called masking, but you know, I was trying on some shape-shifting for a while there. I have to give her credit though, she's really mentally resilient. It's been a while since I've got to flex my superpowers. And like I said, like, something must be intercepting communication.
I'm okay. I'm safe.
It's okay.
I'm having a flashback. This is over. I survived. I'm so tired of being strong. I don't need to be strong anymore. 3 things
She's grounding now.
that I can see are the nightstand, my dog Piper. 2 things that I can hear are my heart racing and the wind outside. 1 thing that I can feel is Adrian's hug. I'm okay. I am safe.
Thank you so much. I just want to let you know it's Mental Health Awareness Month, and make sure you're, keeping in touch with yourself.